You'd honestly believe I did that. We're back to normal. You know, you click on the stream, you're like, oh, look at that. We're back to normal. Look at him. He's streaming again. Fight 10. I can't wait. I can't wait. No. Now, those who know know the pain and suffering that we're gonna have to go through. In fact, they already know the pain stuff we're going through right now because chat's not fucking showing up. So you guys have seen my scenes now, who cares? Like, hello? Why is chat not showing up? You gotta do this every time. I didn't even like switch last time though. Like I haven't streamed on Twitch yet. I was streaming on YouTube last time. That's what I mean. I'll check. Okay, but yeah, last time, for those who don't know, or for anyone who's sorely confused, because, yeah, you're like, well, you cut out what happened, so I don't know what happened, like, because right now there's a cut on YouTube going on for that stream. I'm gonna cut out every bit in what I was signing in. So basically, you're not gonna see. Yeah, there you go. You're not gonna see what happened without me. I'm gonna go through all those parts again, so don't worry. But it's just, I guess I gotta actually do it. Now, what changed between now and then? A lot has changed. I say, and don't if you say that, but what happened between the cut and I'm gonna read it all out loud, so I want you to know that yes, I know what's gonna happen. This isn't like if you click on this episode out of nowhere because you see your favorite part, or like this is where it happens. I do know what's about to happen up until that part, until the mansion. You know what happens to the mansion. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's watching this with me. Right? So yeah, now that chat's working, I'm gonna be on my phone. I'm not gonna have chat open. Actually, I'm gonna chat open because again, last time I think did we do this last time? No, that was on YouTube side. Not. No, what I meant to say was that was on a secret stream. Anyway, as you guys see, boom, nothing. I have the game on Steam now, as opposed to having it. As opposed to what I had before. Alright guys, so we're gonna quickly go through all of this. Oh yeah, look at him, man. You might be like, well, it's true you started save files. I don't. Well, I could, but I just we could what's that setting? Hopefully that doesn't actually affect Vortex actually. Okay, we just skip all text, man. Boop. Alright. I'm doing this so if the version I had was different in any significant way, we can see it, right? You know, I don't want to like miss anything. So far, it all seems pretty much similar. It is a heights. I'm gonna save it at each choice, by the way, because like I did win a few things. Basically, I learned that there are different endings to the game, which I didn't know exactly. As you can see, if you go through my area pod, you see me fumbling about, wondering if there's different endings or not. There is, and I don't know exactly what the endings are. There's 14, I think, which is a crazy amount. But based on what I thought it was gonna be character endings, you know, like endings with specific characters, and I guess it could be Shinta, Yamiko, maybe a Kyoji ending even. Because maybe ending is like Kane, Aoi, Ika. Damn, no, that's still like 7. If I didn't repeat myself. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Maybe these girls all have an ending, but I doubt it, right? But again, I don't know what type of endings they are. I don't know if they're character endings or if they're like choice endings. You know, like you make certain choices, and then it leads to different outcomes, right? It doesn't really matter. The choices doesn't really matter. The heights, right? The heights maybe matter if you're going for a character ending, but if you're going like for like a route ending, like based on your choices, they don't matter. Maybe. So I think I stepped out. I did whatever got me hot, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure. And if I didn't, I could just go back. Yeah, I don't think I stepped out. I didn't listen. I know myself. Okay, so what happened last time is we definitely checked out the notebook, but I also went through the album, right? Because what happened after I realized the ending, the fake ending popped up, I was like, what the fuck? So I tried to see if I could get different ending, and I made different choices, right? I didn't look at the choices, thank God, so we can look back at those choices later, but I sort of just skipped through it all, right? Just to see. And we went through notebook first time. Did I save it? Yeah. And then here goes Kyoji calling her fat again. We went in. I'm sorry, Howie, but what do you want from me, Howie? That was not the save point. I guess we can go back to that. We'll never make Howie happy. Again, damn, there's a lot of things I said that I don't know if I said anymore. Cause I know nothing in the mansion that happened. You guys didn't hear any of that, for sure. I believe we could start from the next day. We could just start over. Okay? From we're gonna start over with a little bit repeated dialogue, I think. So for those who, I'll try to make a timeline. For those, I don't think it should matter that much. But I got it right anyway. But I'll try to make a timeline for anyone who just like wants to skip to new dialogue for sure. So that's why I'm not gonna try to talk too much about what I've seen. But yeah, shit, man. It's been some. Midterms came and went. I'm done with midterms right now. Yay for me. And by done, I mean I don't know when that midterm. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know when that bitch is. Oh what? Those midterms are at least better than the ones I'm having in 115, because 115 is stressful. We are skipping things, I think. Whoops! Whoa. Sorry. We definitely skipped things. Ignore that. ignore that. after the fight. I know we were after the fight, if it did. Okay. But you could after him. I know we were talking in this. Yamika, they went out to mansion again. Yep. Yeah, this is, I think, this is when I'm gonna restart this. So, here we go. Yeah, as always, the kind of comes to walk with him in school, but he can't even manage to smile. I think he's never been a true sort of person, but still. He got hardly any sleep last night. He didn't manage to doze off, he only ended up jolting awake from strange dreams again and again. Connie looks quite glum too. I'm off, Yamiko-san. He calls out to her from the front door. Yamiko peeks out at him. That's his family come closer. Yep. I remember this, because I was just looking at this while I was trimming the video. Okay, I feel like the voices are crazy. They're crazy loud. What is it? Check it out. Yamiko is waits as she puts her face close to Kyoji's. They solid, he would as he shakes his head. Yoshiko did ask him not to tell Yamiko anything. Damn, that shit is low as hell. Saying he might point out the truth if he opens his mouth, he simply nods. Sorry, Akane's waiting. Gotta go with those party once he leaves the house. Hey, that's the day he can't focus on class. It's a strange feeling, even when he tries to listen. Everything sounds muffled, like there's a bubble around him. Chiding lines like, this will be on the test, don't reach him in the slightest. Same thoughts that have been haunting him since last night, so torment inside. You know what would torment your heart, man? You failing this grade, you know? You having to repeat this grade, you know? Like, let's really focus on what's important, Kyoji, so you don't have to end up a failure in life. I'm trying to help you. You don't want to be helped. You want to focus on random mansions and random ghost girls. By the time school ends, Kyoji has made up his mind. When homeroom ends, Kyoji immediately gets to his feet. Without even gathering his things, he heads straight for the door. Connie punches him suspiciously, deep in her bag. Oh no, fatty, you find out! The bathroom. You going to club? You get kicked off the team if you missed too much practice. You should go. He's clearly to on purpose, make sure we class before he can reply. He jogs down the corridor for a light, turning around as soon as he goes down the stairs. It does seem like Kanye's following him. Okay. Now himself as he goes down the stairs, jumping down with every step. I don't know how he got here. In my mind, for me to say this, when I was saying it last time. But I was like, you should also tell Shinta to tell her that you're in the bathroom if she asks. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, yeah, you're in the bathroom, man. I just saw him. He taking a long ass time. Like, shit going crazy in there, bro. He gonna be fine though, but like, Kanye won't follow him down. Feels guilty for being rude to her, but as long as she's at a club practice, she'll be surrounded by people. This means she'll be out of harm's way. Until he changes into his sneakers at the Foot Lockers before sprinting out into the schoolyard. As soon as he leaves the school building and turns up to the road leading up to Mount Nishimura. You know, this also doesn't really work if you're doing anything but a quick visit, you know? Because, like, she knows where you're going. Like, if you disappear out of nowhere, where do you think you're going? Like, there's only so many places you could be. Especially if you visit your home and you're not there. And I guess that's sort of the plan, but at the same time, bro, pretty good. It's probably another hour or two before the sun sets. Despite that, the shade of thick trees here makes it look as though the night has already fallen. He comes up the steps, taking a side road, then goes down the trail. He seemed to be walking along quite often recently. You can feel his pulse throbbing frantically inside his skull. His breath comes short and fast, his chest feels tight, but his consciousness is clear. You know? Today, he'll go inside. We find out what happened to Yoshiki at all costs. Yoshiki going to that mansion? Is he still there? If he isn't, where did he go? How's his injured arm doing? The off chance something happened to him. Yes, if he is in prison there, Kyoji wants to save him. But part of him thinks these kind of dangerous thoughts only belong to them in video games and TV shows. But it feels like, given what's going on between Yoshiki and Yuka, such a scenario is entirely possible. Yes, sure. But like, I guess Gore is seen as a grown man, so that makes sense. Like, imagine a little girl just like imprisoning a grown man, and not the other way around. Is that not ridiculous? And yes, they've seen quite many things, but like just to they still think, both of them, Akane and Kyoji, they think Yuka's just a weird, strange girl. So it just doesn't make sense. If they thought she was a ghost or something, then like I could be like, yeah. But like, oh, you guys just refuse to think. Not refuse to think, but refuse to think like me. What if he gets caught sneaking in? If he wants to Yuka's mothers, that's fine. But if you stop at Yuka and Gore, he'll just throw Yuka's words back at them. I came here to see you, she said to him. What, can I not? It's fine, I'll manage. I was, even if they end up trapping him like last time, he made sure to leave his bag at home. That's cool. Someone will eventually notice that. You're suspicious and do something. Yeah, like I said, that was the plan. Kyoji stands there between the two large trees that serve as a gate. He was to the mansion, trying to muster his courage. Hey, because hiding in the shaded trees, he slowly approaches the mansion. The large building is as silent as a grave. Making his footsteps seem to echo more loudly than he would like. He remembers the back door they found yesterday. Hopefully he'll be able to break in through there. You'd think I'd be able to speak properly when I know what dialogues would pop up, but I can't. I'm still struggling. I'm gonna struggle further. He silently sneaks his way to the back door. Upon closer inspection, he can see a roundish golden object within the vines covering the door. Probably the doorknob. Ethically pulls aside the vines and gingerly grabs onto it. Metal's chill, clinging to his palm as he twists the knob. It's open. His heart beats so quickly it's almost painful. He gently pushes on the door. The way it creaks as it cracks open makes his heart skip a few beats. Vines gets in the way of it opening properly, but it's open enough to let him peek inside. His eyes aren't used to the dark, causing him to blink repeatedly. But after a short time, the sight of its inside seemed to wash over him all at once. Let the light spill on the vine-covered window. The place is littered with bags of trash and bull. They don't seem to be stacked together in any way. Rather, they seem to have been haphazardly discarded across the floor. Did I even do my weather today last time? I think I did. I think that was in. They have the sealed room is stale, leaking out of the sour smell of excrement. There's no one to be seen. Maybe he can sneak in undetected now. As he peers inside, he takes away some of the vines in order to allow the door to open wider. Once the door is wide enough for him to slip inside, he goes inside. Once the door is open wide enough for him to slip through, he goes inside. The oblong room contains a sink. Opposite of him is a filthy wooden door. A small glass window, its frame covered with a layer of dust. On the other side of that window is a long corridor. The interior is deadly silent. Kyoji can't feel anyone's presence. Maybe no one's home? Every sound he makes him disappear into the mansion's depths. I think I've had to stop before. First silence seems familiar to him, but if he experienced it recently. What was it again? Yes, at school when you confronted Gore and Yuka at the back. It wasn't even that long ago, man. I remember it, and it didn't even happen to me. He peers through the window, confirming the corridor is empty, and reaches for the knob. And then he hears a small sound come from the door behind him, but when he enters the dimension, even as he opens the door in front of him, Kyoji directs his attention towards what's behind him. He hesitates for a second. Should he turn around or not? I thought this. I thought this was gonna be a choice for a second. Originally, when I saw it, I was like, oh, are we gonna have to turn around, maybe? Because if you ask me, I was gonna turn around every time. No one's gonna come up behind me. What's up, Yuka? Gucci's bed catches in his throat. You're standing on the other side of the open door. How? Then when he looked through the window, he only looked away for a split second. So when did she get there? Goji stands there, unable to take in a breath. Yuka looks at him with narrowed eyes. You were there a second ago. When did you get here? Hennessy wraps her arms around it. I...
あのおっさん、ヨシキがどうなったのか気になるんでしょ?
We do, we do, we do. As Kyoji stares at confused, Yuka once again nears his eyes and calls out.
気に入らないけど、せっかく来たんだもの。あなたもお夕飯食べていけば?
And for everyone's surprise. Yeah, here, get, huh?
バレバレよ。お姉ちゃん。
It's a Kane! Out of the way! Come the back, boy! Here's the door creak behind him. Kane kept it to view, laying an awkward expression. Kane, you... Said nothing, standing with same expression, and had lips. Standing behind it is a dark quiet shadow. I just started this, and I want to bring this up later, and I will, because I think it's better when certain things happen. But this imagery is okay. Huh? Also, while we're here, Kane, oh my gosh, you like, no, you're not safe here. You're not safe. I'm safe. This is ridiculous. I could go alone. You can't come here at all, even if you're with me. And it'll be proven very soon. I would have said this beforehand anyway. I think I was saying this before, the last time, and now I know it's facts. Like, what are you doing here? Who do you think you are? He doesn't like you. She likes me. Oh my god, you're a girl. I look out, you're fat. There's differences between... Don't clip that out of context. I was just being Kyoji, man. I was being Kyoji if he traveled back into the past. Walked into a long table with the kind of Kyoji's only ever seen in these TV shows. Many pillars shine with the lackluster, expensive looking chandelier hangs from the ceiling. Chandelier feels stability right up the bed is twin chain closet to hang at it. You can see the layers of dust piled over. Wallpaper with gold with trendy floor pattern, now covered with ridiculous, inexplicable stain. Anyway. Gradually, Kanye went pretty much forced to come into this room. As soon as they entered, the glue disappeared. Right now, many people in this room are Kanye, Kyoji, and the table is set in preparation for a full course meal. Silver knives. Kyoji was with the Kanye sitting next to him.
王子がこそこそと一人で行こうとするからよ。
Why did you go in alone? What's the point of doing that if you just follow me anyway?
何よ、ヒーローにでもなったつもり？危ないことがあったらどうする気で？
だって。
危ないことって
Okay, I forgot she said that. What's this about danger? Who's in danger? When? Who? When? Why? Don't I say this? You could see that the head of the table rested in your hands. Well, I can't see us inclining that question. Kyoji says bitterly, even when he's merely seated next to how that kind is sitting up.
やあね、この間のことまだ根に持ってるの？あんなのちょっとしたいたずらじゃない。いたずら？
Yes, think about it. It was just a paint can. It was a prank. Come on, it's funny. Are you laughing? Is it funny? Don't you? Don't we all think it's funny? No, it's not funny. It's actually kind of fucked up. You actually hate me because I did that? You actually think people like me should die? No! Brought out a pig? Do you have any idea what we went through down there? Assume the thing and Kyoji instinctively grabbed fistfuls of the tablecloth, causing the beautiful silverware to battle on top of the table.
いいじゃない。今こうして元気なんだから。
You think you have any right to say that?
教授マナー悪い。食事の時は大声を出しちゃいけませんってお母さんに習わなかった？
Here's bad manners, Kyoji. Why would you even be yelling? What's the point? What is it to be mad about? Almost dying in a well? No one would have found you? You would have starved to death in the most painful way? Why'd you be angry about that? You little!
教授！
Kyoji almost lunged at Yukon, but as he stands up, Akane desperately grabs onto his. Looking down, he sees Akane shake her head, especially stiff and tiny. That's right, this isn't what he came here today to talk about. Goes back to his seat and glares at Yukon. Where's the old man? He came here, didn't he? All the willpower to keep his face down. He brings a hand to his lips and leases in.
よしきもかわいそうに。あいつああ見えて結構若いのよ。あの年でもうおっさん呼ばわりか。
That's true. We all call him an old man, all of us. So we should all feel bad. You're doing such a thing. Even you. Because you did it too. You did it with us. But I was low key. Like, I was trying to guess his age. I wasn't trying to guess his age, but I called him like 27. I was like, nah, that's too young. He's got to be like 30 something. Oh shit! I almost fell. I almost died. Rest in peace. That was almost me. Trying to make sure like my eye is all good. There you go. Yeah. I could almost died right there. Right? That's not how much you can lean back. Yeah, he's probably like some 35 or something if I had to guess. I think they tell us his age. And I don't think we have a character bios, really, so we're just gonna have to like assume.
でも仕方ないよね。実際私たちの目から見ればおっさんだもんね。
He does. Some reason he could probably puffs himself up. No one cares about that. Oh! That's more hinting to my theory, you know? He does look like an old man to us. You know, she's proud that she looks young because she's an old lady in a young girl's body. Yeah, I didn't notice that before. Now I notice. Yeah, I'm noticing. No one cares about that. Did he come here?
来たわよ。
He nods very casually. And?
それでって？
What? Where's he not? Did he go home?
どこだと思う？
I don't fucking know. That's why I'm asking you. If I knew. Yukon leans forward, her chin resting on her hands. The wide eyes glint with amusement, and as always, they seem fixed entirely on Kyoji. So playing games. If you know what he is, just tell me.
あのね、あの人怪我をしていたでしょ。私たち心配してるんだ。知ってたら教えて。
No. At that point, Akane was held a tongue into nod. Jen just asked Yuka a question, but the girl only has the eyes for Kyoji. And so with the gaze still fixed solely on Kyoji, Yuka coldly snapped at Akane.
うざい。黙んなさいよ。
How dare you! Akane seizes Kyoji's sleeve again, holding him back.
ごめん。でも、教えて。それだけ聞いたら帰るから。
This time Yuka turns to look at Akane.
本当？案外ちゃんとわきまえてるじゃない？
Now,
もちろん、教授は置いて一人で帰るのよね。
I'm gonna repeat this because I felt like I was spitting still. Like even if people disagree, I don't care. You know, like I think if you're in Akane's position, you should always take this deal that this spirit girl hates you, but likes the other person. And she's like, okay, if I tell you where he is, you'll leave and go home safely. Safe is the implication here, but right? Yes, go home. Kyoji's gonna be fine. She doesn't want to kill Kyoji. She might want to kill you. In fact, last episode, not last episode, but like when you were trapped in the well, she was like, yeah, Gore, I want you to eat her. You're alive. Take that young body and put it in your mouth, Gore. All of it. She'll be tasty soon. That's what Yuka said, basically. Word for word. Bar for bar. You know she can kill you. You know she wants to kill you. And you know she wants you dead. So you should take any opportunity to get home safely. Nah, so I'm like, but what if she's lying? But what if Kyoji's actually in danger? I'm just like, those are good counter arguments. My counter argument to all that is just like, get out of Dodge, pussy. He'll get out of Dodge because he came here on his own anyway. That was his decision. Now that you know, everything's gonna be fine. Leave. Honey falls into icy silence, unable to say anything else. Let's go fix on him when they only met a few days ago. There's nothing to say again through there. Nothing about him makes sense. That's the only way Kyoji can put it. He doesn't answer Yuka's question, simply giving Kyoji's hand under the tablecloth. Although Akane's body shivers, she keeps her eyes fixed resolutely on Yuka. Yuka scoffs at her and glances towards the back of the room. I think around this time, I think I was already suspicious of this, but I think around this time is when I actually said it out loud. I was like, okay, so they're definitely gonna feed Yoshiki, right? And I was like, yeah, their whole feast is Yoshiki's body, all of it. They're gonna get like, we're gonna be eating his heart and shit like that. That's it. Hey, answer the question. Oh, it might have been this. 1 or 2 dialogues. Wait, it doesn't matter. I suspicious exclamation. So type of 2 sudden knocks on the door. He gets their feet with a smile. Gore opens the door, the pain beneath him, as if Kane on his lap, is Yuka's mother. Kyoji assumes this is who must Mamone be. She isn't using a cane to help her walk today, as her hands are filled with the lights of a puddle, covered by a cloche. Without a cane, Mamone's steps are unsteady. She walks with wobbling on some steps. It looks like she might drop by that any moment. Me looking at her makes Kyoji restless. Almost slow and shuffling steps fills Kyoji with a terrible impatience. Gore walks beside her, seemingly supporting her in a manner that almost looks chivalrous. Now that's wrong. When it looks closely, Kyoji knits his brow. Gore's forcing Mamone to walk. Things dig into her arm through her faint cardigan. The woman looks even more sickly than she did last time Kyoji saw her. Her lips are completely pale and her pallid face looks dry and white. Despite this, her bulging eyes are completely bloodshot, dyed almost entirely crimson with angry red lines. Her eyeballs constantly twitch in all directions and her cheek trembles with tension. She's past Kyoji, she uses the sour stench of giant sweat in her wake. And more important than anything, her body is constantly shaking to the point where it's abnormal. I feel it's like a long time passing down Lonnie faces. Silver platter between Kyoji and Yuka. Good job making us wait 50 hours. God damn. I could do that shit. Wasting my damn time. I said it. It takes so long, I started skipping dialogue. As she places the tray on the table with an exceedingly heavy sound, Money was at a tormented moan. A sign of her way with the beds so close to him sent a shiver down Kyoji's spine. Yuka places her hand on him and while thrusting her finger towards the morning. Why are you even saying no? What's even the point of this? Oh, you're wasting time. And Money takes a step back, looking away. We see sweat beads across her temples. Oh. Who are you? Just open it, man! No one can do anything to you, you just force you to open a goddamn fucking platter of food. But wow, his shoulder shaking. His body stretches like oven. Money was terrified. She and Yuka don't look like mother and daughters, more like Yuka is Money's master. Not hiding her annoyance, Yuka Fluffy grabbed Money's arm. Girl forces Money's hand to close around the cushions handle. Yuka's high-pitched craven voice interlines with Money's screeching and Gore's metallic laughter as the crush rises. She's acting like it's like her spirit is in this meal, and by opening it, it kills her or something. But really, it's only just resting on the silver trays and so many vegetables. Ashes, celery, carrots, bay leaves, and Honey cleans to Kyoji. Kyoji screams something out too, without even realizing it. Resting on the silver tray is a human arm. Severed cross section expresses a bone jutting from its center. Yellowish fat, coated with blood, surrounded by reddish swollen flesh. More blood is spread across over the vegetables. A foot is wet with once part of a human body now, reduced to an object, a mass. Kyoji's pulse races so quickly. It feels like his whole body has his heart. He can't budge an inch. His body's frozen in place, refuses to move. No, it's not his body that's frozen, his very spirit is paralyzed. No sounds fills the dining hall. Finally feed from Mika's grasp, Money wants to push fall from her head. They're all wasting a perfectly good hand. Good on. Good on. Oh my god. Stacy. When they scream, I wouldn't know. Like I'm just assuming, you know, it would taste like something good, you know. Cook it, make sure there's no blood on it, clean it, you know. Not in that order at all. But you know, but like yeah, Money screams wordlessly, stumbling back like a hysterical child and landing on her backside. Another reference to her being childlike. Haha. She scrambles away on all fours, only to run into the clothes she dropped to the floor and send it clattering across the floor. She continues to scream. The clothes slides to Kyoji to Connie's feet, which finally gives them the strength to get up and avoid it. It merely covered the platter, yet it feels as explosive as the arm it was concealing. Money kicks her head and comes because before you could kicks her in an amusement, while pointing at the arm seen on the table. And maybe she's scared of you because you like being domestically abusive towards her, you know? Maybe she wouldn't be afraid if you were a bit nicer, a bit less abusive, you know? But that being said, she does need to shut the fuck up. It's annoying. It reminds me of a deep sea night. You know? A day where everything felt normal for once, you know? Nah, I'm playing. Ended. It's a human arm sitting on a plate. What does the pen have to do with Honey? Shivering body clings to Kyoji, gulps in shock. They're staring the sight before him properly registered in his mind. Then the electric cord is coiled around his wrist, holding the strange arm. That's... If I'm mistaken, it's the pen that Yoshiki was saying. Stop with that. Mikawa's fingers that once strummed the strings of a guitar long enough to repeat it bleed you and hide the new. Guitar's fingers. Yep. They're not show us the arm. I was wondering maybe if they would show us the arm in this version, but they didn't. Which is fine with me. So that's the answer. All the fear dreams from Kyoji. Anger surged up in its place. Feels like all the blood in his body seething with fear rage. That man played the guitar so well. When we meeting him, Kyoji never knew a single person who could play that well. Kyoji didn't like him at first, though it's not like they spoke it all that much. He and that man probably spent less than a single day's worth of time together. Kyoji had been thinking he'd wanted to keep talking to him. For some reason. Somebody told him that talking to that man would make him gain something he never known before. That would otherwise never win. But Yushiki can't play the guitar anymore. Moreover, Yushiki can't talk to his fans and loved ones, like Yamiko. What are we talking about, man? I get it, like, get the guitar thing is important, and it's important to him too. It's important to Yoshiki, I'm sure. But he had a friend, Yamiko, and potentially other friends, and potentially other loved ones you don't know about. What are we doing? Yuki shrugs his shoulders. Mm-hmm. Yes. Then you can feel the bells in this fashion. You don't know why? Because it's spirit. Make the connection, Kyoji. Will you make the connection? I don't know if you will. One part almost sounds like she's been muttering to herself. There isn't so much as a hint of regret or voice to her words. Her voice is utterly cold. Even someone who accidentally broke an object has more emotion. Anger fills Kyoji's body, filling his vision with so much red it brought up the color of blood before him. Just before it, swayed by so much anger, it blown away all his conscious thought, fleeing it far. Someone else just past him. Just then a sharp cracking noise fills the dining hall. It's Akane! Just a moment ago she was trembling behind her, but now her features are contorted in anger as she stands before Yuki. He slapped the girl's cheek. You! Akane! He pulls it back by his shoulder, stopping it from grabbing Yuki. Yeah, see. Akane, stop! He tries to interrupt her. Yuki obviously keeps her head bowed, staying in the same position. Akane's hand slapped her into him. Yeah, somehow that is the scariest reaction she could make. The three of us Kyoji, making him fear she's planning to do something to Akane. Akane keeps shouting, annoying Kyoji's attempt stopping when Yuki stays. Akane instantly shivers. She goes pale and clams up in an instant. What do you mean? Nah! 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 Yes you Akane, you were making an impassioned speech. Well, you should continue, you know? As he stands facing Akane, between her and Yuka behind him, Kyoji appears in Akane's eyes and sees Yuka's affection of him. She's smiling. Smash it! Go smash it! Right now! Even with Yuka's disheveled hair covering her face, Kyoji can see her lips peeking out from her bangs, twitching up into a curve. He fearfully turns around, seeing her wide eyes fixed on Akane as he glint with the menacing, almost patriotic glint. Like, Akane, why do you do this to us, man? We were not in danger. Till now. The words held out big of pandemonium. With a high-pitched screech, something between a laughter and a shout. They jumps from behind Akane. His hands sway in the air as if he's dancing, yet they swing down towards her body. Akane! Kyoji effectively pushes her away, causing Gore's arms to swing only to empty it. He doesn't know what Gore. Some mistake of his warns him that whatever he's fighting is dangerous. Somebody calls before Kyoji wants more money, but he manages to regain his balance before he falls. Akane, let's go! On awesome impulse, Kyoji grabs Yoshiki's arm off of So departed where they fell. But before they ran away. He doesn't have the chance to reflect on how nasty creepy that is. He already knows he has this inexplicable feeling telling him like, yes, it's me. It's me inside of you, telling you what to do. Connie went beside him. There's no sign that you can Gore coming after him, but the duels left the echoes loudly behind him. I need you to stop pretending like this is a normal situation. Yes, they're strange. Yes, they're crazy. Because this is a crazy situation of crazy people and crazy individuals. You're one of them. Let's go to the police as soon as we can get out of here. And again, like I said last time, yes, the police are gonna believe you that one little girl and her mom killed a healthy young man with a gun. She's probably dead. Boy must have killed him. And yeah, it's like, yeah, this man with the mask that we can't really name. We don't really see him. We don't know his name. He called himself Gore Screaming Show. You heard of him? Like, are you serious? Don feels cold, hard, and heavy in his hands. I'm pretty sure his mind is completely numb. Only anger and great to feel his heart. He went out into the corridor. It's so silent here that the goose scene in the dining hall. Nam Kyoji now Kratos feels like places. He reached the damn kitchen, which is still every bit as dusty and filthy as it was when Kyoji walked inside before. When he's at the door, he doesn't have to knob, pushing against the door. He doesn't want a single. He doesn't want to spend a single extra second here. He has to go outside and help, and then the door opens. Sunlight blends in his eyes, momentarily blinded him. We got out, guys. Let's go. GG's. The moment they step outside, Kyoji and Kanye blow up the gas. Kika, Aoi, and shit the fathers? No. They went inside. He doesn't know either. He knows he went back the way they came, but why? How does this seem possible? I think you made a long time, man. I don't know. I don't think you're gonna know where you're going, to be honest. Before them is a long corridor, stretching as far as I can see. Wooden doors at great intervals, like, line both sides of the corridor. Like the wall before them is a huge jumper painting come to life. I'm gonna look up how to say this word, but it won't be the word. I feel like I said it right the last time I got here, but sadly so I just don't know. On those ways you definitely could see in like history class.
Employee.
That makes sense. You probably took a long time. That's what I'll say. I could want you to mention. Why are you telling the mansion what can and can't fit inside of it? Mind your business. Hindsight, the corridor is pretty longer than the mansion is big, but it's still right here in front of us. Let's head back for the time being. We probably went into the long corridor on the way here. Kanye nods anxiously. Yoji gripped Kanye's hand in his right hand, touching Yoshika's arm in his left. Around, carefully opening the door, they just went there. Again, his eyes widened in disbelief. Huh? Find himself in another unfamiliar. Yeah? Nothing but gray in all directions. That fact strikes him immediately. As an inspection, the walls are all naked, unpainted concrete. There are small, faintly gray depressions and gray stains covering the rough textures of the wall. Dude, man. The impression of a pale, one-winged style prison cell. How about you get the impression of someone who knows what they're doing? Anyway, it looks like we got time for you to analyze the room. That bar is across the window, which is so high and close to the ceiling that even if Kyojin and Kanye were to stand on each other's shoulders, they wouldn't reach it. In fact, the ceiling is probably almost 10 meters tall. I don't know. Kanye, let's get out of here. As opposed to staying inside, though. Oh, Steve. But there's just too much talking and thinking going on. Like, just move. Kyoji yanks hard on Nekane's arm. He opens the door behind him, hoping to emerge back in the corridor. That doesn't happen to Aiden. What the hell's going on? Not in a Japanese style. The wide sliding door lies before them. Dawn on the surface, and red letters out of words. Try again. See, this when it became extremely obvious they were being played with. But like, what are you gonna do in a situation anyway? I feel like I'm a choice. You gotta just continue trying, I guess. Try again. Those motherfuckers are toying with us. There's another tall panel sliding door. You can see a Vander through the window. I want to skip right past that. When I climb by the arm, he pulls the sliding door. What's going on? Feels like Alice in the Wonderland. Next to him, everything was bigger to Kyoji and Akane. Tables, the chairs, and a bed towel above their heads. They put the door on the other side of the wall. It seems so small, it only looks like a door if it would be able to squeeze through it. And beside the door, also know that is a wood. Bingo! Go, we got it, guys. You won. What do you mean? You won. This is it. I need to machine control it. Feels like she might have burst into tears. Is the bingo also a show? Like I feel like it is, but like it might feel like, I mean, I know it is, but like, you know, it says bingo. Bingo has never deceived me. They opened the door, just came in the film. Once again, finding himself highly defeated. Kyojin kind of started biting me when he the rooms. He's ready to open these certificates. When we see a small room full of antique dolls, each of them broken in a different. Another we see a room full of coffins, like some kind of Dracula. Out of a Dracula book. And a man like this makes Kyoji queasy and dizzy. Reminds of a time when he was sick and was having fever dreams. This is like being in a waking night. How many times has he felt this way since moving back to the city? Wish he thought of this, you know. The phone tech. While I wouldn't be sure it would wake, at least like Hana yanks herself out of her pocket and pulls up a name in their contacts. Soft dialogue images from speaker. I mean, a soft dial tone images from the speaker. I'm on the phone. Hana's expression bends. All of a sudden, I can't even tell a screeching house, so I went. I phoned him. Lord! The phone clatters across the floor. Against the wall. I killed you to see Gore the smile seascape. In a nasty smile, he dressed up in an apron with a paddle in his hand. Nah, we don't need you to save this actually. You can stay home. His voice pops out of nowhere. Selma makes it clear that she's toying with him. Whether she's watching an event unfold from somebody else. Consequences of your actions. Your actions, not mine. I didn't do this. You did this. Your fault. Speaker. You got a speaker, and she's watching us do a surveillance camera set up somewhere. They stole it and switched it out with a fake one. Hijack the fingernail or something. There's a million ways to do this. Forget this. Let's just go. Let's just get the hell out of here. They need to walk off with the. I didn't protest, but in truth, he's overwhelmed with anxiety. None of this is possible. This is all just an delusion. Maybe the person. Don't even know. He makes such excuses to eggs and the ledger tears. Kyoji opened. And even if you can somehow hypnotize him, when did it happen? Where does reality end and the night maybe? You're truly holding a brush in one hand while touching the kindness in the other? Does it even exist? No, don't think about it. This isn't the time to be thinking such. You need to escape. He gets caught up in these thoughts, he'll never be able to move. For nearly 5 minutes without any time, I can not hold it if it's bad. He feels as though to be a toy. You hear Kane putting panting behind him. Even if she is in good shape, I can still go. think he's catching up in. I just don't know what Kyoji's thinking. Ever. Like, does he work out? I don't think he does. He should. He's obviously fit. Not super fit, but fit in some way. Otherwise, I don't think he could take like 5 guys. Like, it's just like, she's faster than you, I'm sure. Getting more endurance. But she should. Gonna keep going for a little longer, kinda. And also, it's not just about physical stamina. He's going through a lot of emotional pain, emotional damage, mental, stress. I imagine that's driving her out more than Benny. Stop Fluffy, he gasped me for air. He just starts opening each of the doors, lined up in the corridor without stepping near them. I'm checking to see if any of them lean outside. I take a deep breath to continue, her voice sounded firmer than before.
本当に平気。それにさ、こういう時は休んじゃうと後がきついのよね。きっと動けなくなっちゃう。
There you go, Connor. Yeah, I guess. He does feel physically spent, but more importantly, he's emotionally exhausted as well, so you know this. And you know, and then decided to be stupid. I remember he started thinking about how truly terrifying the situation is, Taylor feeds himself. But what's the point of going out on if they keep walking that way, say? There's some delusion, no door they will open will lead to outside this place. They can continue down this corridor, but it will never end. By now, the unsure which door was originally, which door they originally entered this corridor from. And finding them was behind them. That's like, this can't possibly happen. Honey, do you get the feeling that even if I keep opening these doors, we're going to get anywhere? Did you have the same thought, or did you just like, have you been thinking this for the last 5 minutes and you didn't want to say anything? Be honest. You can tell me. You don't have to tell Kyoji. Wrong with us? You, it's you. He wants you dead, not me, you. I'll make this a us thing. I don't know it. Kyoji has no idea. Again, what these two did to Yoshiki, they might just want to kill him. They're definitely sadistic enough to do that. No point thinking about it right now. Either way, it's clear to dangerous. We need to get out of here. They said this Kyoji stops and open what feels like 100 doors. Connie lost in thought, following behind him into his back. Since he's holding the Connie's hand in one hand, he has to awkwardly hold Yoshiki's arm in the other. His awkward grip on it causes it to drop to the floor. The Kyoji Hody bent over to pick it up. Something unusual happens. The polished floor begins to warp and bend around Yoshiki's arm. The surface opens like liquid, pressing and stretching, gradually revealing filthy floorboards beneath it. Yeah. Kyoji's breathing speeds up. Don't know why or how, but the illusion is fading. Then something else happens. Yuka's voice echoes out of nowhere. The black cloaked man descends on them, walking with a shrill laughter. He strides towards them, to the front end of the corridor. Something bursts from Gore's direction, making a Sagittarius set down Kyoji. Kyoji instincts scream at him that he has to run. Ronnie, run! Kyoji effectively picks up Yoshiki's arm before he can bolt away. What? That is one to shock. When he picks up Yoshiki's arms, the glimpse of reality that revealed itself suddenly disappears. I felt like, low-key, it's an easy connection to make, but at the same time, you know, when you've been running for like 5 minutes at the very bare minimum, you're exhausted because you just, emotionally, because you just saw what was basically cut off arm. Now, you have to like eat this after you, and you're about to be chased. Yeah, it's kind of hard to make that connection, even if it is kind of obvious. He doesn't have time to think. On his voice pulls him out of his thoughts. Wait a minute.
殺してその女殺して食っちゃってよ
Yeah, I told you she said it word for word, bar for bar. You can waste eggs or after Akane. The way he uses security fees up. They got what you?
ジョー
Boy, his toys and gaining Kyoji versus toy. I don't know what he expected to do here since that's never liked. Not even once. He never even got close to it, in fact. His mind is blinked with anger. I have the first idea how to oppose this man, but he'll never let them kill Connie without a fight. Boy bends forward as he charges towards Kyoji, wagging his index finger. For upset. Stupid. Hi, son, I keep him busy. Hey! He runs at Gore, his fingers grip his mantle. But it should have, but the moment he thinks he has Gore fast, his fingers cut you on the end. Yeah, okay, so he didn't corporeal. Okay? Can't really touch him. I didn't really notice that. I was too busy being like, Kyoji, you're dumb. You should have known he's gonna dodge. But I don't think he did dodge. I think he just can't catch him because he's not real. Ghost. Boy's large form soars through the sky. The little lady shot and lands from the planet. What about it? You know, he can make himself incorporeal, so you can only touch him when he wants you. Kane. Kane's face stiffened. Fish can see from behind Gore's body that he opens a nearby door, takes cover in the nearby room. Not that fun, man. Gore chases after her with a cackle. Kyoji runs towards Gore just as the door swings back towards him, about to close, but when he does it back open again, even a small window is soon. Those are awesome. Very notable feature is that it's so white, clean, it almost gleams. Oh. No one's in, not Gore, not Kane, anywhere to be seen. I wonder. Because he just said there's no door. And so in my mind, I was like, yeah, okay, you could put him here. So we can't get fine. She can add. Then she could just I guess she could have, but I'm struggling now. How deep is I could go? You hear kind of scream somewhere in the distance. The voice echoes loudly from every direction. Kane! Kane! Kyoji just really bangs on the surrounding walls. Somewhere. Has to be somewhere. Probably hidden in that concrete wall somehow. Must be some secret passage. I would assume. Maybe a trapdoor. Actually, hidden in the ceiling. But no matter how hard he bangs and kicks the walls and the floor, nothing but. You can't hear the kind of screaming anymore. Realize it oriented. The room is gone now too. Stands there. Frozen there. Frozen in the white light. Kane. Kane! Answer me, Kane! Shots so loud that thought feels. Got involved. His fault is happening to him. Nah. It's really her fault. I didn't. He didn't have to follow you. He didn't have to anger Yuko. And then she didn't have to like run into the door. Without us. So really I sort of think that on every level I'll be here. Honey would have come here if she hadn't been following him. Gone to the police for help and stuff. The police confided in Yamaka. I need to come here, it's far too late. He's probably already. Kyoji glances at the object in his hand. They fell to the floor. Kyoji caught a glimpse of reality. At least that's what he thought. Maybe so trying to. But he couldn't eat this hand. Okay. Maybe she could somehow protecting on from beyond the cave. Sounds like something out of an occult document, but maybe It really possesses such power. I like how he goes to this. It's a more obvious thing with the pendant. Pendant itself is like. But the moment of hesitation, Kyoji plays the issue. He seems dependent. He says to limb down down. Dependent that touch the point. Please for the moment. Let's see what happened. He managing what happened earlier after all? And flip. Picks up Yoshiki's up. Put the Yoshiki's pendant. Put it on the arm. Because the pendant being clustered. Kyoji's eyes widened. You understand now. The Yoshiki's arm contains some power. The pendant aspect. Ripple spread again, slowly glowing into larger and larger. Flipping glows into glow with the pendant of the beads against the pillow. Leaning the build up with a small spiral. Forming a spot. Lips like Kyoji's hair, washing Sophia's suit. And his cheeks as white gold divided. Filmy white as it is, becoming even paler. Kyoji can't help but squeeze his eyes shut. A buzzing echoes inside his head, pinch rising into inaudible. In fact, he can't see or hear anything. Then he can see again. What's going on? He's fighting back in the dining hall. Just sitting in the same room watching. He's in panic and must be called up.
Oh, 生きて出られたか。
Speaking again, let's go. That's something. Why? Did he with his back leaning against the wall? No, the Yoshiki. No. Yeah, you're saying that? I thought you were dead. Just watched on the face of Yoshiki got to a bitter
今の
smile.
ところはな、そう長くは持たない。
No. I think if you ask me, you have like at least 10 minutes more any. Yoshiki says it's like a nice problem, but his face is pallid. Right arm is clearly gone from the wrist now. Bandages tied tightly above the elbow. Both sides tiny purple like eclipses. His clothes are soaked with blood. Kyoji can see several injuries under the fabric. Kyoji didn't immediately notice, since he was so focused on Yoshiki's gruesome state. Moni is sitting nearby, clinging to them.
早く逃げましょうよ。逃げたらすぐに病院に行けばいいんだわ。あんたなら。
What's she on about? Oh, let me play the dial.
あんたならあの悪魔たちから私を助けることもできるでしょう。
Kyoji furrows his brows. Thought it meant Gore and Yuka when she said demon, but is it Mamane? Is Yuka's mother? Yoshiki lets out a guttural chuckle.
悪いな。俺はさゆみの仇を討ちに来ただけでね。
はい
あんなを助けに来たわけじゃない。
You didn't come here to be heroes? Oh, wait. Stop.
残
Whoa,
念
whoa,
だ
whoa,
けど
whoa.
もうあんた
We skipped a lot unintentionally. I got it, guys. No, I don't want to do this with the music. Gotta change the settings back to not. Text.
読んだところし
Kyoji, yeah?
そんな。
だが、
Yoshiki looks like Kyoji's hands.
お前が拾って逃げたと百音に聞いてはいたが、それがあるなら可能性はあるな。
Yoshiki looks directly into Kyoji's eyes. The man's gaze still but slightly little.
巨人、
Yeah? It's like Yoshiki called him. Feels like the first time Yoshiki's called him by name. Yoshiki gives him a serious look because it's stuck in it.
その腕を俺に。
Kyoji, family office, except his lost arm, which is part of his body, not like same indifference as he might accept it. Off the handkerchief. But then with the level head, by contrast to that indifference, moves the pen different.
お前にこれをやる。この石にあいつらに対抗する力があることはもうお前にも分かっているだろう。
I corrected him. Did not realize it. Pendant with the arm that does nothing. That is just a body part. Yeah, I think. But what is this thing? Who is that Gore guy thing?
答えてやりたいが、あいにく時間がなくてな。
What do we do now? Lady, she's out. We can just run away now. We might survive if we get you to the hospital. You said we've seen this clearly. If you see popcorn medical kit, definitely survive. Yoshiki's next word comes out in Bane's whisper.
無駄だ。血が流れすぎちまった。もう動けない。
He's like, even in the few minutes they've been talking, his face going visibly pale. At this point, his skin has ashen. Could you see any closer before? Grandfather's best way peacefully. He looks just as pale as the grandfather did back then. Because Yoshiki said this. As Yoshiki said, there's no saving me. You can that
そん
fact.
な顔をするな。
She says with a mad smile. And clasping a pen. Kyoji's
大
hand.
事なものだ。なくすな。それを持って百音と逃げろ。そして二度とこの辺りには近づくな。この館はすぐになくなる。
Yes. On that face, I thought it was gonna be like. Yes, you could say this, but I don't think it is. At first, I was just like, is the mansion gonna disappear? Like, the spirit tree, right? Mansion moves and goes. The weather feels like. And that Yuka was just gonna be on the move.
いいから、急いで出るんだ。
Couldn't go. He pushes against Kyoji's body, but shakes his head. Kane's missing. I have to find it. Kane says she confesses his vow. After thinking for him a few moments, he nods.
5分が精一杯だ。その間に探せ。
早く逃げるのよ。
He's like, Kyoji can't buy him money.
行け。
You know that going thinking takes off half of the money. Kane! Shouts Steven. Can't hear Kane catch any. Hey, you, Mahoney-san. You know where Kane might be? Kyoji shouts at him. Doesn't seem like she's listening to him. I saw she was leaning. Where is she getting that speed now? The battle lag still dragged behind them. But the wind first saw it, her lips are down like dimple. Now they see it from behind. She also looks more younger than thought at first. Thought she was 95 and she was big when he like 7. Kane! My friend. Naturally, was in really spot. Went to the pilot, they stated. That's the case, interesting. You like that in the corner. I have no idea what Yoshiki's thinking of doing any other time. Kane still trapped in him. You know. Just like Kyoji starts to know in an instant.
ゆか
No way, by the way. What spoils her hatred. Turns the interest off with the back to her friend. Then she's trying to block this. Benefit of mine, extending impulsive.
ゆかこの悪魔また私の邪魔をしようっていうのね。私を捕まえて今まで通り奴隷みたいに。それよりもひどく扱おうとしてるんだね。
don't know about West, but you know, definitely need to like objects for shit. One of these ways that you could with bloodshot eyes. Body from the now that she out with you.
残念だけど、もうあんたにそんなことはできやしない。私は知ってるんだよ。あんたがあのペンダントに弱いってこと。
Again, who do you think you are? You are not the one with the pendant. You don't get to just tell people, and it does. Wrong with you.
ざまあみろ。あんたが恋焦がれた教授ってやつも、あんた
See,
の
this
こ
is the
とを
problem.
嫌ってる。
You're trying to make her upset. Why? Just, you're not built for this.
当たり前さ。あんたは悪魔なんだからね。
Because simply says I'm saying nothing. Money doesn't seem to be fucking us up as if I didn't even Did you pay spend money from DK? It was a carnage. She got that fake toy, right? There's any time, he has to save it now and get out of here before it's too late. Money for money, you could go and save, especially at Kyojin. That's I'd say that.
当時ってそんなにあの女のことが大事なんだ。
Yeah. Face bands. Feels like she's mocking him. You fix anything to that con, I'll make you pay. I'll kill you, I swear it.
ふーん。
Still not sweet. Please don't make me. You could kill us a black of it. Playing with the as she sees. Love it. Stay up and tell me if you don't. Did you grasp the pen? Gave him. Doesn't know how like you could running weapon. Lock out his mind.
私の言うことを聞きなさいよ。
And he lunges up. Hands at the kitchen knife. She probably picked up. One he swings like that. He doesn't. Guys fix. Only one. Why just flies effect. The knife point. The knife's pointed tips into the belly. Taps his. You crash to a cabinet by an entrance. Bodies tangled together as their heads slam against the furniture. You could. Kiryu doesn't know why, but he finds himself calling out her name. He hurries over to the glass body, but when he sees him running, he's lying over here. He's lying over Yuka. Kiryu just his eyes have lit. As sight. Cabinet door shattered, casting the lights. That piece of glass appears to the back of her head. The cabinet face is couldn't take it. Her tongue stick out from it. Enough, she's up. Her body sags into Kiryu's arm as
バカな子。せっかく生かしてあげてたのに、何をしても許してあげてたのに。
Mm-hmm. The way she did was, Yuka says that from a hey, should you be getting up? And he's like, oh, she pick on and you should keep. Nina said so much, but his eyes made his heart stir. Thick beads of greasy sweat. Go ahead, as grimaces. Kitchen knife soup. Keep beside his Sunday trunk. All hands grab the knife handle. Hey! No, she starts to pull the knife out of her belt. Hey, stop it, you'll die! Goes out trying to stop her. Yuki doesn't eat his words. Knife coated in blood up to her tilt. Fires against the floor as it slides all the way up to the wall. Yuki clutches her and just stumbles on hand. 15 minutes. Then glance at Kyoji, stands stiff and lit.
教授はあの子とは違うわよね。百音みたいにバカなことはしないわよね。
I don't think Kyoji has made any smart decisions so far, so I don't feel like, no, he is exactly like her. Like Red Plus, he childish thing, dipping onto the floor. Eyes back and saddles up behind the trail, but
教授は私とずっと
you know that's
一緒
not.
にいるんだもの。
Hey, goes in on him, pushing him back into his shoulders behind him.
あの女のそばじゃなく、私と一緒にいるのよね。
Saying mean to Kyoji without a yelp.
そろそろか。
Yoshiki whispered. Like, well, that is the spot where you remember seeing again. He hasn't been able to see clearly for a while now. Let's can see. The information they perceive fails to properly register. Field of vision is dark and faded. Like sickly. Like what? When those colors all turn to black, the pathetic life will come. Yoshiki slowly tries to raise his left hand. Fingers is all silhouetted. Guitar is engraved on the steps of the lighted. Gift from Sayumi, only woman Yoshiki ever loved. One of the many birthdays he spent. Fingertips shiver. He can't properly open his mouth. He needs to somehow light the flame put up to his back. He has to light the dynamite strapped. His numb fingers just can't seem to manage. Come think of it, go into this 100 million arm might broken too. He's so occupied. Now again, I have the time to think about it. I actually thought about it, man. He cracks a tight smile. Now at this point, he can't even conjure this change his expression. He just faces them pledged down, black feet are off. Side to side. Really, I always did love. I always did split with the money. Looks is always willpower. Moving his feet. And at least in it, I feel like you didn't get good life. Done some good things. Had some good experiences, man. See people ever experience. What? He's somehow fixed to light his cover open and anything. Now he just needs to enter his belt. He can just set his stomach on fire. That will ignite the feet. Hopefully. Hopefully Kyoji kind of made it safely out of the mansion. That boy just like him had picked the girl he cares for. Same way Yoshiki will. Hopefully Kyoji won't have to tread the same path he did. The moment he thinks he hears what sounds like an uncoiling thing. Then he sees something like red flame flash in its eye vision. Can't tell if he was going the same place soon we went. Nothing else, he'll get the rest. This time, Yoshiki even imagines. But suddenly he sees something. His field of vision. That until now was so dark and blurry suddenly clears up. It passes on the waves to get on board. He can't find the strength to raise his head, so he only looks up at his eyes. Finally stands there, looking if she confession facing him. Even as she watches life drain from each, doesn't seem to react. Stands there with a dazed look. Okay, this is a saw playthrough scene, I think. We see it was a scene right here. I wonder. He managed to speak. He wants to tell it, and then that kid is looking for him. He has to get out of here fast. He can stand and travel the light of flame. Enisu set fire to himself. That's just Enisu is used with a little left is still in and left in to do this. The kind of she just stands there, leading the place like a doll. And something like a black mist stages up behind her. Voices by Kanji's side and leans forward in a Yoshiki. He peers into the dying man's eyes, shaking his head like a carnival. Up the Gore screaming show full name. We got him, guys. Title drop once again.
You are so very, very happy.
Very happy. Where's that just to light it out of you? Taking it up and down, in and out of you, she's good vision, waving it around like makes it kind of dope. Yeah, it's not really what you want to hear. Frame suddenly bursts into life and raging, dancing, playing fudges. Yeah, she kind of simply stands there next to her eyes, but was sure cacophonous cackling mingles with this of the flames, but it may seem down diffused. Don't be sorry, that's his fault. Flash didn't definitely bang. At that point, Yoshika's conscious. We'll say that the blast reaches in all the way Kyoji met. Kyoji was set flying away from the wall, he was pointed, getting with the body thrown to the air, dizzying speed. The moment you feel like it's flying through the air, but then gravity ain't expect. You don't feel like it, you fly, man. He thinks he can see your small body flying through the air. So, but two guys think of jagged concrete. City buzz spidering into body hits the ground, the impact of his land knocks all air out of the. He might have gotten consciousness, but it was black. Eyes again. Jesus, the dead brain eye. Bad job finding what you call him, and black smoke. Countless spicy. And bears down like butterflies in the black cloud to side that strike. Oddly beautiful, but the whole night sky has black green stars and the day has brilliant sun. Maybe black smoke. As the thought causes his days mind, he realized something else. His legs feel hot. He dealt the scoundrels away. Spicy was smiling, also raining down on him. Uniform starting to smoke, singeing the body. As he stood thinness off his body, he kissed his feet. Despite being thrown away by the blast, he actually does seem to have a book enough action. Don't. Heck, he can still walk down no more. Let's go. We won. Definitely quite bad at the prophecy to the gentleman of the situation. He's not even any. But that really matters anyway. Put it by sight before him, you can always stare at God. Blaney. Blaney down. Names. Judgment. Not really judgment though, because like boy did that on purpose. So it's like the flames of pain and agony. Suffering. But it boy. Wide studious. Our built firm stone is now in flames. Flame down so high the kid just asked himself what in that dewy stick could feeling the fire so large. Ending it and it used to be. Button. Now lidded with but I was blown away from it used to. The fact that none of it hit him. Lady from his pickle. Guys kid just kidding. None of the glass shining inside the raging front. Tops the remains of window. Then the painting wreckage returns kid to his son. Akane! Shot the last again. Did she make it out? He failed again. Akane, say something! And he stumbles down, dragging his feet. Akane! I tell what 3 years ago he failed to protect this. And this time he wants to believe he managed to keep it safe. Doing nothing. Like, I don't know why do you believe he did something here? Why do you want to believe it? Because he didn't. Then you also ran and then didn't meet her again. I said it had nothing to do with you. Doesn't want to listen. Answer me, Akane. Get your sounds as high as you can, trying to overcome the sound. Becoming level in. Akane kid's eyes wide, because I'm imagining it's definitely just had Akane. Looks around. Finding a single leg from naked angles. Akane! Kyoji promptly heads over to him. 2 large pieces of Akane body cut up in a barely exposed magic glass. Laughter naturally spills from his black lips. You can see that she's bruised, taped all over. She's not seriously injured at all. Feels in I'm feeling her warm to his body. You look yeah, it isn't not. Liz sip from his talking thing. Thank goodness. He bases in. Smoke and spikes fill up the sky. She is now tending violet with humming in her. Here she can still hear the sounds of crackling. 9 minute last sips. Fine, it's finally over. He sacrificed, but $9. Okay. Well, that was the exact same thing that happened last. Okay. That must mean we are the ones like crazy. Right? That's what that means. Okay, so if I'm crazy, what exactly am I meant to? I'm making it up. There's no way I'm like gonna like go through this again. Okay. I feel I'm with you. That was no way. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't get. I guess you had anything to everyone. That's not. I'm just. I gotta buy the pet. Gee. Yeah, I was like, pretty good. Oh, I have 1.5 hours. Okay. I think you just gotta settings it and then
ウィンドウ表示にするよ。
anyway, back to this at 7. Yeah. I don't know why I have this open. Close that. Let's see if I can pull up. There's the patch. Because I think it's the patch that's fucking us over, but it can't be. At the same like it can't be, right? Okay. Let's we're gonna be until we get this patch working, and then we're gonna do the same thing we did last time to make sure nothing's happened. I actually can't believe that where I got the game from, Face didn't have the patch automatically. That's actually crazy. That's even crazier than anything I've said at all. By the patch, it's feet, yeah. No. Preach to yeah, pay this up. But yeah, this is gonna be my I'm gonna end it after this because I want to make sure we have this ready for next time. Which is yeah. Team is in a way, so we had to do this anyway. Like everything we did in the stream, we had to do. Just yeah. Just log in my Google account. I'm not gonna do all this all day. Again, but I guess I could talk about it lastly because you know. I feel like it's important. I feel like it's obvious that Akane is weird right now. This is not like, oh well, Akane is alive. We got lucky. It's like no, I'm 90% sure you're possessed somehow by Gore, or by Yukon, or by something, right? And that something is gonna be what affects everything. What the fuck? I have to have... That doesn't make sense. This is the amount of ridiculousness I had to go through. Just get a simple patch. Is it fee on JSC? Or is it fee when you have the game? It's like you had the game, but you're gonna have to buy the game again on my site. Particularly. Hmm. Just what a drag. What a drag this is. It's like I had to get rid of all this. Listen, probably not be able to get the damn thing anyway. I wish Defend, who wanted me to play this, just gave me just gave me the patch. That would have been immaculate even. But no, I had to sit here and deal with this nonsense. And this it's censored by Steam's said guidelines. I don't think Steam. No, they did it themselves. They censored it themselves. They censored themselves. They say, like, yeah, to get ahead of the censorship. It was their decision that they shouldn't have made. So I didn't have to deal with this. I got this fucking update. Let's go. Verified account. I'm not gonna set that password today. I'm not even gonna lie. How would I use such a thing? I might be. Let's go. Yeah, let's. I don't. Well, I guess. Look, I downloaded. How long is this gonna take, guys? Might as well pull up Binding of Isaac while I do this. What's going on? what an extra thing I have to do. I feel like in a game with 15 endings and we only got 5 choices. Impossible. Literally impossible.
Like heavy. But like I try to mix after like the probably get like when I'm playing with different characters, this will keep my character. I don't know you.
I'm just you in vain.
This I was.
Hey guys, you don't see me while we're here. Let me close the game. What do you guys want to see me just play a little bit of Pokemon Showdown real quick? You know, it's just boredom, man. I'm gonna be here for a little bit. I don't want to pull out Binding of Isaac. Let's just pull this out. It can also go especially quick, and we can just. You don't even have to be serious about it. I could pull up chess. I don't want to pull up. No one wants to see me play. I like how this is gonna be such a stream, though. It's gonna be so weird.
Let it take off that.
Hmm. But my laptop was stalling. Here we go. Actually, it's taking too long. I'm not gonna lie. It's already the download's already done. The download's already done. Oh, now you guys seen like Google Docs. Anyway. Um. Batch. The content as a let me open Steam. It would be funny if because I saw a warning that maybe it'll corrupt our files. It would be funny if they just corrupted our save files again and we just couldn't just a waste of big time. The biggest waste of time, in fact. Anyway, I'm extracting the file. Maybe we did Pokemon showing because extraction also takes a while. Because, like, literally all of these files that don't do anything. Oh my gosh, guys. Play the game like no. No. I don't want to play the game like no. I want to make sure we can do whatever we want. Anyway. Just replace the files and that's ancient codes. Didn't take long to skip to where we want to go, so it's not like that's the issue here. And then we'll delete everything and save. And then we'll do it again, guys. We love doing it again. It was really an aptly named title. At least this time, it's all recorded, so I don't have to experience the pain by myself. This may as well have been like mostly nothing interesting.
I was low-key anticipating for event. I did
Alright, guys. Let's see if this works. Up. Hold on. No, not that. Good thing that's not. You guys didn't see the warning. I don't think I've ever seen this. From the daily life of it. We'll watch this next time. This is so much different. It happened once upon a time, just a short while ago. Okay. It was Vader's place. No, it was right behind you. What the fuck is going on? Insane family back.
お嬢ちゃんこんにちはこんばんは
let's just stop here because we already went off of. What the fuck? Okay. Next time, I assume something's happening. Oh, I know what's happening. I think the patch works. And if it doesn't, then yeah, so more mines in the main menu. Okay. So yeah, okay, so we know the patch went in. Next time we're gonna do what we did last time, but we're actually gonna make progress. So like we're both gonna make progress. I'm gonna see new things. You're gonna see new things, we're all gonna enjoy it. Alright, but that's it.